Imagine a place with landscapes that can go toe to toe with the world's most famous spots, cities just overflowing with ancient history, and wonders that most people have, well, they've simply never even seen them. That place is Pakistan. And today, we're going to explore why it just might be the most underrated country on the entire planet. So let me just throw a question out there for you. What do you think is the single most underrated travel destination in the world? I'm sure you've got a few places in mind, but believe me, the country we're about to dive into makes a really, really compelling case. And yeah, I know, it's probably not the first place that pops into your head when you think of travel, but I have a feeling the evidence we're about to see might just convince you that it absolutely should be. Let's start with its history. Okay, so our journey is going to begin by going way, way back in time. And I don't mean just a few centuries, we're talking millennia. This is a land that's just filled with the echoes of some of the world's most ancient civilizations. Just take a look at this timeline. The Indus Valley Civilization, it was flourishing here starting around 3300 BCE. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's more than 200 years before the start of ancient Egypt. Isn't that wild? By 2500 BCE, they were building these incredibly sophisticated planned cities like Mohenjo-Daro. And this amazing historical depth just keeps on going through the ages, from the Buddhist monastery of Takht Bahai all the way to the sprawling Makli Acropolis. Everyone knows about the Giza Acropolis, right? Of course. But have you ever heard of the Makli Acropolis in Pakistan? Well, get this. It is the world's largest cemetery. It's a massive, sprawling city of the dead that is more than 10 times the size of Giza. The scale is just truly staggering. All right, so from the depths of ancient history, we're going to climb way, way up to the literal roof of the world. We're heading north to this incredible point on the planet where three of its mightiest mountain ranges all collide. We're talking the Himalayas, the Karakoram, and the Hindu Kush. And the scale up here is just mind-bending. Just think about this number, over 100. That's how many mountain peaks you'll find in Pakistan that stand over 7,000 meters tall. It's a density of giants that you can find almost nowhere else on Earth. Towering among all of them is the legend itself, K2, at 8,611 meters. Sure, it's the world's second highest mountain, but if you ask a lot of climbers, they'll tell you it's an even bigger challenge than Everest. It is a true titan of mountaineering. So, how do you travel through these giants? Well, you take the Karakoram Highway, which is an absolute marvel of engineering. It peaks at the Khunjira Pass, almost 4,700 meters up. This is the highest paved international border crossing on the entire planet. You know, these mountains also hold a really fascinating secret. In a time when we hear about glaciers retreating all over the world, many of the glaciers right here in the Karakoram Range are either stable or, get this, are actually growing. It's a rare scientific puzzle known as the Karakoram anomaly, and it's just a testament to this region's completely unique climate. That highway leads you to places like the Hunza Valley, which people often call a paradise on Earth. It's a land of just surreal beauty, from the ancient vaulted fort perched high above the valley to these dramatic, jagged peaks called the Pasu Cones. It's also a place that's famous for the incredible longevity of its people. You really do feel like you're on top of the world here. Okay, so from the raw, high-altitude wonders of the north, let's descend now into the fertile plains of Punjab. This is the vibrant, beating cultural heart of the nation. It's where history, spirituality, and art all come together in this amazing mix. And right at the center of it all is Lahore, a city that just wears its history in layers. You can feel the grandeur of the Mughal Empire in its forts and gardens. Then you'll see its Sikh and colonial past in the architecture. And then you can experience this deep spiritualism at its Sufi shrines, all while being surrounded by this buzzing modern energy. And that spirit is captured perfectly in this totally unique art form, Pakistani truck art. I mean, these are not just vehicles, they are literally mobile canvases, covered from top to bottom in bold patterns, poetry, and vibrant colors. Like the saying goes, they don't just carry goods, they really do carry the heart and soul of a culture. And that cultural soul, it's incredibly diverse. You've got these majestic, modern mosques like Islamabad's Faisal Mosque, but then you'll also find these ancient sacred sites from other faiths. The Katas Raj temples, for instance, are a Hindu complex that's over 1,500 years old, a really powerful reflection of the region's rich, multi-faith history. For our final stop, let's head to the edges of the country, to the untamed, rugged frontiers that show us yet another side of Pakistan's beauty, from these vast deserts to a wild and beautiful coastline. This is where Pakistan's ecological diversity becomes just staggering. Down in the south, you've got the classic golden dunes of the Cholistan Desert. But up in the north, you find the cold deserts of Skardu, which are some of the highest in the world, where you can see sand dunes sitting in the shadow of snow-capped peaks. It is a breathtaking contrast. And you can see this untamed spirit on full display in Hingol, the country's largest national park. The landscape here feels almost otherworldly, with these surreal rock formations like the Princess of Hope, bubbling mud volcanoes, and the ancient Hinglage Maha Temple, all of it set against this wild, stunning coastline. Pakistan's national poet, Allama Iqbal, once wrote, "Beyond the stars are worlds yet to be explored. Countless journeys begin their endless chase." And that just feels like such a fitting thought for a country with so much hidden depth, from its ancient history to its towering peaks and its vibrant culture. So it kind of leaves us with this thought. If one single country, one that is so often overlooked, can hold so many wonders, from civilizations older than Egypt to mountains that literally touch the sky, what other incredible stories are out there, just waiting for us to look past the headlines and discover them?